Hello PI Pioneers, I'm unveiling the untold story right now. What you have to know this time, Pi Network and Sidra Chain are shaping the next wave of crypto adoption. So, is Sidra Chain truly the next Pi network? We enter in an era where mobile accessibility defines digital progress. These two revolutionary platforms are rapidly reshaping global crypto adoption, but only one might dominate the landscape in 2025. Let me first welcome every pioneers from every corner of the globe. Whether you're mining from bustling Asian metropolises, European countryside, African communities, or American suburbs, this is your definitive update on the mobile mining revolution transforming cryptocurrency access. You can now join our community by smashing subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Also, comment Pi Network to the moon along with your country so we can visualize just how global our pioneer community has become. But don't forget to like and share our video to your community. In the evolving landscape of digital finance, two blockchain platforms, Pi Network and Sidra Chain, have emerged as frontrunners in the mobile-first crypto revolution, each offering distinctive approaches to democratizing blockchain technology. While Pi Network continues its journey after finally launching its open mainnet in Q1 2025, Sidra Chain is rapidly gaining momentum as the world's first comprehensive Sharia-compliant blockchain ecosystem. The fundamental distinction between these platforms lies in their philosophical foundations. Pi Network built its empire on accessibility, employing a tap-to-mine mechanism that has attracted over 60 million registered users worldwide. This revolutionary approach removed the computational barriers traditionally associated with cryptocurrency mining, replacing energy-intensive processes with a proof-of-contribution model where users create networks of trusted contacts, security circles, to validate their activity and earn PI coins. Sidra Chain, meanwhile, has carved its niche through ethical alignment rather than sheer numerical growth. Built on a modified proof-of-work consensus protocol derived from Ethereum, Sidra distinguishes itself through strict adherence to Sharia principles, creating an ecosystem that systematically avoids interest, riba, gambling, maisir, and uncertainty, garar. This isn't merely a marketing angle, but a comprehensive architectural approach designed to serve the 1.9 billion Muslims worldwide who have been largely overlooked by mainstream crypto ventures. The recent trajectory of Pi Network reveals both promise and challenges. After years in closed development, Pi's transition to open mainnet unlocked broader capabilities, including token transfers, decentralized application usage, and external trading of PI tokens. Events like Pi Fest, which engaged over 58,000 businesses in accepting Pi payments, alongside the popularity of Pi domain auctions, demonstrate tangible progress toward establishing real-world utility. However, Pi's market performance tells a more complex story. The PI token briefly surged above $3 following its open mainnet launch, an exciting moment for longtime believers, only to experience a dramatic 80% correction, settling around $0.54. This volatility, compounded by limited integration on major exchanges like Binance, has raised legitimate questions about long-term sustainability and investor confidence. From the planned 100 billion token cap, approximately 7 billion PI tokens have entered circulation thus far. Sidra Chain has pursued a fundamentally different tokenomics strategy. Rather than courting speculative trading, SDA tokens circulate exclusively within the app ecosystem under strict KYC and Sharia standards. While this approach limits exposure to price manipulation and speculative bubbles, it simultaneously constrains liquidity and broader market visibility. Currently, around 780 million SDA tokens are in circulation, with the vast majority held in KYC-validated wallets, reinforcing Sidra's commitment to transparency and integrity over market hype. What truly distinguishes Sidra Chain is its innovative regional franchise model, Sidra Clubs, which empowers local entrepreneurs to operate regional blockchain hubs. These franchisees manage compliance, facilitate payments, and drive adoption by connecting merchants to ethical crowdfunding platforms like Sidra Start. This decentralized yet organized structure enables Sidra to penetrate markets that traditional crypto ventures have failed to reach effectively. Central to Sidra's operational framework is its advanced KYC verification system, KYC port, ensuring that all user identities meet international compliance standards. While Pi Network has struggled to scale its verification processes, leading to a significant disparity between registered and fully verified users, Sidra's approach prioritizes verification quality from the outset, building a foundation of trust that may prove more sustainable in regulatory environments that increasingly demand accountability. Both platforms are actively cultivating merchant ecosystems, though with contrasting methodologies. Pi Network has emphasized marketing-driven initiatives like PiFest, generating temporary spikes in merchant participation. Sidra Chain, conversely, focuses on fostering sustainable, ethical trade relationships through its Sidra clubs, prioritizing ongoing merchant engagement over headline-grabbing statistics. Despite its promising position, Sidra Chain isn't without growing pains. Since its mainnet launch in October 2023, users have reported application bugs, documentation inconsistencies, and occasionally lengthy KYC processes. Nevertheless, frequent ecosystem updates and periodic Zakat token burns demonstrate the team's commitment to long-term viability and ethical governance. The community dynamics between these platforms reveal perhaps the most telling contrast. Pi Network thrives on virality, with referrals and daily engagement incentives driving explosive user growth. However, this approach has led to uneven participation levels and criticism of potentially inflated metrics when comparing registered versus active users. Sidra Chain's growth follows a more methodical trajectory. Rather than pursuing global numbers at any cost, it targets specific cultural and ethical markets with precision. By placing trust and religious alignment at the center of its value proposition, Sidra has cultivated a highly engaged, if numerically smaller, community base that demonstrates stronger daily active usage patterns. Looking toward the remainder of 2025, both platforms face defining crossroads. Pi Network must address governance transparency and regain market confidence after its price volatility. Its challenge lies in translating its massive user base into sustained utility and value beyond mining rewards. Sidra Chain must overcome technical implementation hurdles and scale its operations without compromising the ethical principles that define its identity. What's becoming increasingly clear is that these platforms represent two compelling but divergent visions for cryptocurrency's future. Pi Network embodies the democratization of mining through simplified mobile engagement, while Sidra Chain represents the integration of blockchain technology with established ethical finance principles. Their contrasting approaches to growth, governance, and market positioning offer a fascinating case study in how blockchain technology can serve diverse global populations. As 2025 unfolds, industry observers are closely monitoring both ecosystems. PI's ability to maintain community cohesion through market fluctuations will be crucial, particularly as early adopters gain the ability to liquidate long-held positions. Meanwhile, Sidra's capacity to expand beyond its ethical finance niche while maintaining its principled approach will determine whether it remains a specialized service or emerges as a legitimate competitor in the broader blockchain landscape. For crypto pioneers navigating this evolving terrain, these platforms offer complementary rather than mutually exclusive value propositions. Pi Network may continue dominating mobile-first crypto for the masses through its frictionless onboarding, while Sidra Chain could establish itself as the ethical backbone of blockchain finance for populations prioritizing compliance with specific cultural and religious values. The success of each project will ultimately hinge not on marketing promises or user acquisition metrics, but on delivering secure, meaningful, and inclusive digital financial services that address genuine consumer needs. In this context, Sidra Chain isn't merely attempting to become the next Pi Network. It's charting an entirely different course toward blockchain adoption, one defined by ethical alignment rather than mining simplicity. What remains certain is that both platforms are pushing cryptocurrency adoption beyond traditional tech-savvy demographics, creating more inclusive on-ramps to digital asset ownership. Whether through Pi's emphasis on accessibility or Sidra's focus on ethical compliance, these projects are expanding blockchain's reach to populations previously underserved by conventional crypto platforms. The contrasting approaches of these platforms reflect broader trends in cryptocurrency evolution. While the first generation of blockchain projects emphasized decentralization at any cost, and the second prioritized technical scalability, this emerging third wave, represented by Pi Network and Sidra Chain, places user experience and values alignment at the forefront of their development philosophies. The remainder of 2025 will likely determine whether mobile mining platforms can deliver on their promises of democratized blockchain access. Both Pi Network and Sidra Chain have demonstrated innovative approaches to cryptocurrency distribution, but their long-term viability depends on creating sustainable economic ecosystems rather than merely distributing tokens. What's your perspective on these mobile mining platforms? Do you believe Sidra Chain's ethical approach represents the future of inclusive cryptocurrency, or will Pi Network's massive community base ultimately prevail? Share your thoughts in the comments section. Thank you for watching.